During my years of training, bro, there's a couple concepts that I came up with to make sense of the path that I put myself on. The first one was a bit more brutal, bro. The first path that I was on, or the first concept that I came up with, was called forced evolution. I grew up wanting to work with animals. I learned a lot about biology. I learned a lot about the way animals functioned, the way science worked, the way evolution worked. So the concept of forced evolution is based a lot in biology. So I consider myself a scientist, bro. Like, the concepts I'm coming up with are concepts, bro. They're not ideas or belief systems, they're concepts. The concept of forced evolution is logical and is based in science. So here's how it works. In Darwin's theory of evolution, there's an organism living in a certain environment. In that environment, there's natural factors. There's the weather, there's the food source, there's predators, there's prey, there's threats, there's different environmental threats that organism would have to adapt to in order to survive efficiently and effectively, in order to reproduce and stay alive. So when environmental factors change, that organism would either adapt so it could exist better in this new environment where factors are different. Maybe the weather gets hotter, maybe it gets colder, maybe there's a competing species that it has to fucking outcompete, either through violence or through stealth or anything. Or maybe there's more food. Maybe the environmental factor is beneficial, so there's more food, so it doesn't have to be as aggressive or as strong as it used to be. So these environmental factors just played a part on how this organism would adapt to the environment, bro. So let's say, these environmental factors kept changing from all the way from these tiny microorganisms where everything started apparently in the theory of evolution, to when you get to more complex life forms, you get from fish, reptiles, amphibians, birds, mammals, and then you get to humans, the most advanced form of life on Earth. So back in the day, the common human was adapted to survive as a hunter-gatherer. There was food that had to be hunted, so they had to run. They had to adapt their endurance to be able to run and chase things and move for long periods of time. They adapted very good stamina. They adapted intellect, so they could have social hierarchies and communicate with each other effectively, trade, start doing business. I was gonna say e-commerce, bro, I meant agriculture. But agriculture, and then fucking later on down the line, fucking e-commerce, innit? So yeah, humans adapted to be more social, more intellectual. As a result of that, they started manipulating their environment. So humans adapted so well to the environment that they no longer had to react to the environment. They could just dictate how the environment works. So now we get from humans that were still living in survival mode to modern humans now, where we have dictated reality so much that survival mode is no longer a factor, bro. You can get food whenever you want, you can get water whenever you want, you live in a warm, comfortable, cozy house, and you have everything you need relatively close by. So that's the basis of forced evolution. My theory of forced evolution, which is a spin on Darwin's theory of evolution, is that humans are now at a point where evolution is no longer a factor, bro, because we don't have any reason to evolve, bro. The environment's not going to change in a way that's so harmful to us in our lifetimes where we can evolve, bro. And people talk about evolution like it's a long-term thing. It has to take thousands and millions of years to occur. But each individual lifespan on that timeline still matters in the direction of where you evolve. So everyone knows about like that picture of the giraffe, bro, and there's like the giraffes that have short necks and they can't reach the fruit, and then there's giraffes that have the tall necks and they can reach the fruit, innit? That one lifespan still has an effect on the generations to come afterwards. So even if you're a giraffe with like a short neck, bro, if you like reach up and like stand on your hind legs and start eating the leaves, that trait's going to get passed down, so your offspring will still be able to do that. So my theory of forced evolution is, because there's no stimulation, like humans don't have to run no more, humans don't have to fight anymore, humans don't have to work hard, they don't have to lift anything, they don't have to do any physical activities if they don't need to, bro. That's why humanity is so fucking weak right now, bro. That's why obesity rates are over the fucking sun, bro. That's why depression's all over the place, because people ain't moving, bro. People ain't living natural human lives because they're not working, they're not moving, they're not doing anything physical. And humans are comfortable, bro. There's no reason, there's no environmental stimulus, there's no environmental factors that force you to have to do anything physical. So my theory of forced evolution is that to create environmental factors for myself that force me to evolve. So essentially, do hard shit and adapt to it, aka training, fasting, discipline activities, running, things that will force me and my body to adapt and behave in different ways that are advantageous to me and my kin in the long run. I'm not doing this training shit just for me right now. I'm doing this training shit for me and my bloodline in the future, bro. My kids will be stronger because of the way I am. And I don't care about evolution taking a million years. I know that the work I'm doing now will have an effect on my offspring. And you can tell me that it won't, and I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. If you want to stay fat and stay lazy and give that to your kids, you do that. Me, I'm going to give them all the strength that I built in my life. And that's what forced evolution is, bro. Forced evolution is forcing yourself to evolve, bro. Forcing your mind to go to its limits, bro. Reading as many books as you can, taking in as much information in as you can, bro. Meditating, building your mind to the levels and capacities that it is actually capable of. Because when you learn what the human mind's actually capable of, and this channel will go deeper, bro. This won't just be physical training shit. This will go deeper. Like, when you understand what the human mind's capable of, you'll understand that there's more to this game, bro. So learning and maximizing the capabilities of my mind, bro. Learning and maximizing the capabilities of my body. That's why I choose calisthenics over weight training, or calisthenics over just running or something like that, bro. Because I'm gonna master my body, bro. Standing upside down and doing multiple handstand push-ups is a different level of control than benching 100 kg or doing a front lever, bro. It's a different level of control. It's a different level of mastery, bro. That's what this is about, bro. Forced evolution is about mastery, bro, because let's say it's like a video game. I remember playing Final Fantasy 15, bro, and in Final Fantasy 15, it's got like a skill tree in it. So a skill tree is like where you play the game and you level up and you get points, and you can put each points in these different areas on the skill tree. The first time I played the game, bro, it's a very good game, bro. First time I played the game, I didn't put any points in the different areas on the skill tree. So my character stayed at like the base stats for the whole game, bro. I got stuck because I didn't level up my character, bro. And a lot of people right now are living in a life right now where they're not leveling up their characters, bro. They're not adding points on the skill tree to their traits, bro. They're not building strength, they're not building wealth, they're not building discipline, they're not building their mindset, they're not building their intellect, bro. They're not adding points to any areas on the skill tree, bro. Then next time I played the game, I realized, oh, there's a skill tree, bro. I can actually increase these bits on my character, bro. I can actually grow these traits, I can actually force my character to grow by adding points in certain areas, by taking certain actions, bro. So you can reflect that to real life, bro. You can start adding points day by day in different areas of your life, bro, where it builds your character, bro. So you can build your physical traits by training, you can build your mental traits by reading, you can build your mental traits and your spiritual traits by meditating, you can build your discipline by fasting and meditating, bro. And some of these actions will hit different traits and build different stats, bro. So like, training will build physical strength, it will build endurance, it will build discipline, it will build focus, it will build willpower, and meditation will also do a lot of those different things. Like, all of these traits they have knock-on effects, bro. And that's what I'm saying, bro. You can have your character now at base level, bro. No Super Saiyan, bro. Just black hair Goku. You man ain't even Goku, bro. You man are like Krillin. You man ain't even like Krillin, bro. You man are like Yamcha, bro. You man are like Yamcha right now, bro. But you can build your character up to where he's Kaioken Goku, to where he's Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan God, bro. You can do that if you take the actions in the right areas and build those traits, bro. I was shit at talking to people, bro. I had no social skills, bro. It's not even that I was shit at it. It's just that I didn't do it enough so that I didn't know I could. But then when I started forcing myself to talk to people, I became way more confident. I became capable of doing it. I couldn't speak on camera, bro. I couldn't speak to my phone to record a 30-second TikTok, bro. I couldn't do it. I could not do it, bro. I'd record something and delete it, or record something and say, nah, I'm not posting that, or record something or most of the time, I wouldn't even record it. I taught myself out of even recording it, but when I knew no one would see it. And then I built them traits, bro. I started practicing it, I started repping it out, bro. I started recording, I started doing it more. Then I got to the point where I can do it. And then it's not anything because I built that skill, I built that trait, and I leveled up in that area, bro. And you just got to be able to do that in every area. If you can do that in every area and max out your stats, bro, and force evolution within yourself, then you can grow and you can build and you can become new. That's the real like premise of forced evolution. That's why I came up with this concept, because I knew at the time when I came up with the concept, I wasn't the person I needed to be. I was not the person I needed to be, bro. I wasn't at the levels I needed to be, bro. And just like in Pokemon, bro, Pichu, bro, you need that Pichu to get to Raichu, bro. You need that Pichu to get to Raichu, bro. You need that fucking Charmander to get to Charizard, bro. That Charmander is not a Charizard, bro. But if you train it and you level it up, it will evolve into something else. So I knew that I was not. My birth name was Sadiq Ege, bro. I was Sadiq Ege when I first started, bro. I evolved into Sadiq Moussa, bro. I evolved into the man I am now. And I will continue to evolve day by day until I become something else even further, bro. And that's what forced evolution is about, bro. I'm gonna keep doing the hard things, keep doing the things I know I need to do, keep building myself, keep building my mind, keep building my body, keep building these skills, keep building this business, keep building this brand until it evolves into something else. And it will keep evolving forever because I'm gonna stay on this path of forced evolution, bro. And that's what it's about. So you can choose to either stay the same now, keep doing the things that you've been doing, or you can choose to level up whatever trait it is that you decide you want to level up, bro. You can do anything. You can do whatever it is that you want to and build that. I decided to focus on strength because I think that strength is what matters the most, bro. I think strength has the most knock-on effects into the other areas of your life, bro. If you're physically strong, you're gonna be confident. If you're confident, you're gonna be willing to do things. If you're willing to do things, you're gonna be able to learn. And if you're able to learn, you can do anything. If you can learn and try, then you can do anything. So that's why I decided to go down the route that I went down. And bro, it's working. It's working. I decided to train hard, so I was confident in myself because I knew I was a strong man. Then because I knew I was strong, I didn't really have anything to fear from doing anything else, but I'd already put myself through the pain of repping out push-ups and repping out pull-ups. I'd already done that before, so then when it comes to like, okay, I've got no social skills, if I have to go and talk to someone, that's like minor to me now because it's not going to be hurt more than doing 100 push-ups in a day. When I'm doing one at a time to get to 100, it's not going to hurt more than that. It's not going to hurt more than waking up at 5 a.m. and running to the gym, bro. It's not going to hurt more than that. So I can go and talk to a person, bro, and if they tell me no to whatever I ask, then it's like, all right, whatever, innit? Choose to build traits that will have knock-on effects in the right direction. And here's the real problem, bro. Because you're not building the right traits, you think you're not building anything, but nah, bro, you're building negative traits, bro. If you're not training, you're building weakness. If you're not building strength, you're building weakness, bro. There is no neutral ground, bro. There is no in the middle. There is no middle ground, bro. It doesn't exist. Like, you're either moving forward or you're moving backwards, and if you're not moving forward, you are moving back. That's what people need to understand, bro. If you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards, bro, as fast as possible. So you need to start building these traits, bro. You need to start building strength, building discipline, building mindset, building your goals, bro, because if you're not, you're taking away from yourself, bro. And that's why, and that's one of the next concepts of forced evolution, bro. Forced evolution, even the concept that I made of forced evolution evolved into the pursuit of strength, which is where I am now. The concepts will evolve, bro. The perspectives that you have when you start will evolve, bro. So if you're starting now just because you don't like the way you are now, you don't like the way you feel, you don't like the way you look, or you don't like whatever reason you start from now, won't be the reason why you continue, because as you evolve, the concepts and the mission that you were on at the beginning, that's going to evolve into something else also. So you just got to get started, bro. When you get started, you will evolve, your ideas will evolve, your thought processes will evolve, and you're not going to be the same person. And that's what you need to realize. You're not training now to stay the same. You are going to start now because you're trying to escape pain in some way, shape, or form. I think it was Sigmund Freud. I think he said, either you're running away from pain or you're moving towards pleasure. I can say for certain that, like, I was moving towards pleasure when I decided to do this, bro. I wanted to get stronger. I didn't feel weak. I always felt like a strong person. I always felt like a strong individual, bro. I wasn't really afraid of anything. I knew I had my weaknesses within my character, and those traits would disappear as I got stronger. But I was doing this because I wanted to get stronger more than anything. And the reason doesn't matter. The reason why you start shouldn't matter, bro. If you're trying to either get away from the person you are now, or become something you want to be, chase a desire, use either one, bro. Use both if necessary. Use getting rid of the things that you don't need anymore, getting rid of the bad habits, getting rid of the weakness, getting rid of the self-doubt, get away from all of that weakness and move towards all the strength that you know you're capable of. Because the reason why I move so fast, and the reason why I move so hard, and the reason why I push myself so hard is because I know I'm capable of insane things, bro. I plan on changing the world, bro, with my ideas and my concepts, bro. I plan on changing the way a large percentage of the people on this earth think, bro, because I believe that stronger people create a stronger world, bro. And if I can make people stronger, then that's what I'm meant to do. And one of the things why I kept moving in this direction is because I knew that if I'm not doing it, I know that I've got this much potential, and I know if I'm not living up to that potential, then I'm dishonoring myself, bro. And honor is one of the most important concepts to me, bro. Like, you have to live up to that potential that you got, bro. So if you're hiding it, or you're not living up to it, or you're not even trying to tap into it, then you're doing yourself a disservice, bro. Like, it's wrong to not do that. I've got different perspectives on God. I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. I believe that if you believe in God, bro, if you're Christian, Muslim, fucking anything, you believe in a God or a creator, you're dishonoring that creator, bro. You're telling that creator you don't respect him, you don't respect what he's done for you if you're not willing to be your best self right now. Because what? You're gonna live this life and you're gonna die and you're never even gonna know what you were capable of because you were scared, because you weren't willing to try. Like, that's not good enough, bro. That is not good enough. But I'm not even gonna end this video on that note, bro. I'm gonna end this video on something more positive, bro. Like, you can choose to not do it, and you can choose to do it, and it doesn't matter, bro. It does matter. It does matter. You can choose. You have to choose to do it. You have to do it. You have to do it, bro. That's why I'm doing it, because I have to, bro. I have to live up to my potential, bro. I have to honor myself, bro. If I, bro, no suicidal shit, but when I was getting onto this shit, I was like, bro, if I'm not going to live up to my potential, I might as well be dead. I might as well be dead, because it's not going to make a difference. No one's going to remember me. I might as well have not existed if I'm not going to live up to my potential. I might as well have not been here if I'm not going to live up to my potential. And that's a perspective a lot of you need to take on, bro. Are you living up to your potential now? Are you trying to get better every single day? There's going to be days where you don't move forward, but are you trying to move forward in the long run? Are you trying to move forward in the grand scheme of things? Is that what you're trying to do? Because if you're not, you're dishonoring yourself, bro. You're not living up to your potential, and you're dishonoring your parents, you're dishonoring all your ancestors, you're dishonoring every single couple that came and bred so you came into existence, bro. Dishonoring God, dishonoring Adam and Eve, bro. You're dishonoring Allah, bro. You're dishonoring everyone, bro. You're dishonoring the fucking air that you breathe in, because why the fuck are you taking my oxygen when you're not even gonna fucking try? You're dishonoring the food that you're eating, because why are you gonna eat this food that I could have eaten, or someone else could have eaten, or the animals could have eaten, or the fish could have eaten, if you're not gonna try and be your best? Because everything else is trying to be their best, bro. This concept of forced evolution, everything else is doing it. Animals are doing forced evolution, bro. You think a crocodile's not trying to be the biggest crocodile in the pond, bro? You think a lion's not trying to do forced evolution? You think when a lion's running its pride and it sees another lion, it's not gonna fucking take it out because it's not trying to do forced evolution? My man's trying to breed up, bro. My man's trying to spread his genes so his cubs are the strongest. So if you're not trying to live up to your potential and you're not forcing yourself to evolve, bro, you need to seriously think, bro. You need to think. You need to change whatever perspective you have that's allowing you to sleep at night without trying to be your best. You need to change it. You need to change it immediately, bro. And I just say adapt the forced evolution perspective, bro. Because if you adopt it, then every action you take is going to be moving you in the right direction, bro. And that's why I adopted it. And then you can adopt it, and then it will turn into its own thing for you. So you can try that. But these perspectives and these concepts that I come up with, I package them all up, bro. I package them all up and put it into my coaching program. If you're looking for the direction, if you're looking for the guidance, if you're looking for the pathway to build this strength, bro, build this discipline and start forcing yourself to evolve, along with me helping you to do it, alongside the training, alongside the discipline, alongside the habits that will help you build, alongside the mindset coaching that will help you create these perspectives that you can build the life you want and the strength you want, then follow me, bro. Subscribe. Follow me at Moussa on Instagram. Follow me at Moussa on TikTok, bro. Because these concepts and these perspectives and these ideas are the things I'm going to be teaching you alongside the training. So you're going to be building your mind and your body, bro. You're going to be building the habits and the actions, bro. You're going to be building the traits. And you're going to be evolving because you're living it, bro. This isn't just a game, bro. This isn't just, oh yeah, I want to talk about these concepts. No, bro, I'm trying to build a stronger world, bro, and stronger people. So if you're actually trying to get stronger, bro, if you're actually trying to force yourself to evolve, bro, and you don't know where to start, click the link in the description, bro. Click the link in the description, bro. Apply to the pursuit of strength, and I will guide you to your evolution. The same way I've been evolving myself, the same way I'm going to keep evolving forever, bro. Until I die, bro. I don't know what type of being I'm going to be when I die, because I'm going to keep evolving until then. And I've kept evolving ever since. So if you're trying to evolve, bro, if you're trying to actually be the best version of yourself, apply to the pursuit of strength. Click the link in the description. And I'll see you there, bro. Peace.